SpaghettiOs, people be in trouble. Hey, what is up, guys? Episode 59 of the Shoe Dog podcast with me and the bro 808 Kicks ATL. We're not going to make the same mistake again like we always do. Basically, let you guys know, please like, follow, subscribe. Come and chat to us. Let's have a conversation. Let's break it down, guys. Obviously, follow us on our YouTube channels, 808 Kicks ATL and Lovekickscustom. Follow us on the audio channels. We are on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeart, all of that stuff, guys. And Spotify as well. And obviously, come and talk to us on the social platforms, TikTok, all of that stuff. We're not on Twitter, are we, bro? Nobody's tweeting nowadays? All right, cool.
I got a Twitter, but I don't really use it too tough.
I use it to snipe releases and early information. That's all I use Twitter for.
Pretty much.
For sniping purposes only.
Yeah.
Gunshots fired. All right, cool. Well, how are you doing today, bro? Because episode 59, we got a hell of an episode, and the Teletubbies are coming out to play.
Man, I'm really ready to just get the pod today because we got a lot going on. So I'm not down, but I'm not in the best spirit. I got a lot to do after we do the pod today. So.
Okay, cool. So let's crack on with this straight away. Let's go into. Shall we go into the quick strikes then quickly?
Yeah. Hold on. I wanna do this right quick. I want to do this because.
Oh, you was gonna do something, weren't you, at the start of the podcast, bro?
Yeah, man. I want to shout out the plug who will remain anonymous for the dope lookout.
Oh, damn, bro.
Big Raptor foes.
That's a big boy shoe, bro.
Yeah, got him this week from the plug. We don't do reps. Everything legit. That's not a shot unless well, yeah, it is a shot, but I ain't gonna say your name. We don't do reps,
bro.
Okay?
Bro. Let's just be honest, right? When you say stuff like that, whoever it stings is getting shot. Let's just be honest. If it hurts you have some guilty conscience. But apart from that, yes, Raptor 4s, I do have that in my rotation, bro. That's a beautiful sneaker, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's a gorgeous sneaker. When it came out originally, for some reason, a lot of people found that hard to get early, like when it first came out. But I managed to cop sizes for people, which is crazy because, like, at the end of the day, this is when Jordan 4s weren't even crazy, though.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna talk about craziness surrounding Jordan 4s today.
Yeah, I know, bro. But do you feel like getting the Cab 4s now? Because when I look at the Raptor 4s, it satisfies me enough not to get the Cab 4s because the Cab 4s is similar in terms of the overall aesthetics and the nubuck and all of that stuff. It's all very similar except for the colorway, which is switched up from the Raptors to the Cabs. That Cab 4 is beautiful, bro.
Yeah, that shoe ain't never really been on my radar like that. To be honest with you, the Raptors weren't necessarily on my radar like that, but being the huge Vince Carter fan that I am, it's only right that I had that shoe in my collection. So shout out to the plug once again, man. We'll remain nameless, but appreciate it nevertheless.
No worries, bro. Making shout out to the plug, making dreams come true. That's all it's about. This is what the podcast is all about. But let's go into. Did you have a shout out for Benzino as well, bro? Because you mentioned that early on.
Yeah, because we've been talking about quality control lately, quality issues with pairs, and it put me in the mind of Ben because we know you assisted him on the Raptor. I'm talking about Raptor. You assisted him on the Crimson 4s.
Yeah.
Last year, and
no. He
no.
You're right. He had it.
He got it, and he let you see it.
Yep, because he really shout out to Benzino. Benzino is one of the realest guys I've met in the whole industry. There's a lot of snakes out there. There's a lot of dastardly people out there, but Benzino is straight up. We always have a conversation. I love what he's doing. I know he got hate for some retailers, which I kind of mess around with, but I respect him, and that doesn't affect our relationship. But basically, I love the bro. He's absolutely crazy when he does stuff. Love what he does. Always strive for his success. But with Benzino, he reached out to me and he said to me, "Yo, the Crimson Fours are absolute trash." I said, "What do you mean, bro? Like the Crimson Fours, I looked at them and it's really bad. And do you want to do a review?" He just literally gave me the sneaker to do a review for. And I couldn't believe how bad it was, because that was episode maybe 2 or 3 in our podcast when we actually covered that.
It was real early.
Real early in the podcast. And bro, that the meshing was all over the place, the crease marks on it, the white marks on it, all of that stuff. It was really bad. I think you said he's worn it a couple of times because he's not scared to send it back.
Yeah, he didn't want to send it back because he knew he wasn't going to get another pair, because they were hard to get at the time. And I actually saw Crimson Fours on feet yesterday when I was out, but I've seen them quite a bit actually. It was a fairly popular shoe, even though we didn't like it personally.
No,
but
I still don't like it on feet. I prefer a Bread 4, like the podcast we talked about. I prefer the Bread 4 on feet than the Crimson 4. I'm looking forward to the Thunder 4s, because basically that's yellow and black, and it's different, and it's a colorway that we all used to and love, because obviously it's part of the Lightning Thunder pack. But I would love to have a Crimson 4 if I'd got it for retail, but not for resale. That sneaker's not worthy for resale at all.
I didn't try for the Crimson for any reason. Nobody asked me for assist. I didn't want it for myself. The colorway is cool. I'm not tripping on the colorway at all. But like you said, I got bread for it, so I didn't feel the need to have the Crimson 4 in my collection. But when I reached out to Ben, just because I was thinking about it, and I hadn't spoke to him in a while too, so I reached out to him, asked him about the shoe. What did he do with it? And he kept it and he rocked it. And he said it's not as bad as it was, It's not as noticeable. I guess he made some
adjustments. Yeah, he said he was going to make some adjustments.
Yeah, so he made it wearable. So I just wanted to give him a quick shout out, man.
By the way, I've thought I'd bring this to the table. Lose, choose, or dump. We haven't done this in ages. We got 2 this week. Number 1 is lose, choose, or dump. We know Jordan 4s were hyped, and we know the Crimson 4s was hyped. So was the Oreo 4s, and so was the Military Black 4s. But what you're losing, what you're choosing, and what you're dumping, bro, because that's the question. Early gates today, bro. It's either the Military Black, the Oreo 4s, or the Crimson 4s. What you're losing, what you're choosing, what you're dumping, bro, because all of them had the same hype. All of them had the same drama. What are you choosing?
Dumping Crimson.
Ooh.
And I am choosing the Military Black.
Yo, that's what I would have gone for as well, bro, because basically that is a good shout. The Military Black is the closest thing we're ever going to get to the Military Blue until the Military Blue comes out, which I respect. Even the PSG is similar. Even the Jordan 4 SB is similar. But the Military Blue is the Military Blue.
Yep. The gray suede around the toe. I have a affinity, even though I didn't go for the Military Blacks. I didn't feel I needed that either, because I had the PSG, and it's got that suede around the toe cap. I can't say the same thing for the SBs because of the color blocking, the colorway of that SB4 is so much different from any other 4 that I have in my collection. So I didn't need the Oreos at all. That's too much white for me.
We coined the phrase material blocking over the last month or so.
Yeah.
Material blocking wise, that's similar to the Military Blue. Material blocking wise, colorway wise, no, but material blocking wise is close to the Military Blue, because basically it's had that the Military Blue has the same suede nubuck paneling around the toe, which is similar to like we said the PSGs with the military blacks and also the Jordan 4 SBs. So that's material blocking wise, and the makeup of the sneaker is similar, but otherwise the colorways are different. But yeah, I agree. Oreos is too white. It's just like a plain white sneaker with some grey accents. Crimson, I would prefer the Thunders, but yeah, I went for the military blacks. I didn't miss them out. I didn't get them, but that's a whole different subject matter. But yes, shout out to Benzino for letting us do that, because that was awesome, and it's awesome when the bros reach out and kind of want to do stuff with us as well, which is great.
Yeah. He's a Shoot Dog Podcast alumni as well. So
yeah.
Shout out
but
to
by the way, when I flung the sneaker over my head for the reel, Benzino had some questions. I said, "Don't worry, I flung them behind me where the pillow was. It didn't damage your sneakers, bro."
Look, they was already damaged enough, bro.
I didn't want to add extra damage to them. Let's just be honest.
Nah. But let's go get into these quick strikes, man.
Quick strike time.
I'm excited and disappointed at the same time at this first quick strike that I brought to your attention. I don't know if you've seen it since I brought it up, but let's take a look at the Jordan 1 Alma Manier hand wash cold sample.
Okay. I haven't seen this, by the way.
So for those of us that can't see, just search Alma Manier Jordan 1 sample, and you should find this hand wash cold. It's white, black, and the midsole treatment like Alma Manier did with the Jordan 1 that actually released. I'm kind of mad that we didn't get this.
It almost looks like, can I be honest? It almost looks like a black and white photo. Almost. Because like without that midsole, it would look like a black and white photo. But I don't understand what the wash instructions at the back are all about.
Hand wash cold.
Okay.
Have you never bought a garment or had your significant other have a garment that you're not supposed to put in the washing machine?
Oh yeah. So this is why bring reference to the hand wash.
No washing machine, no iron, no chemicals. Just hand wash it in cold water, and you'll be good. So that's the whole concept. They slapped the Manier on the back instead of that small tab is a larger tab on the back. No Air Jordan on the Wings logo because the Wing logo is fully stitched.
Yeah,
and of course this collar, bro, this top heel collar,
alligator leather, bro. It looks dope. Would you? Is that a little hint that we might be getting that next? Or
I'm hoping so. And the materials, I'm having a hard time deciphering what exactly this material is because it doesn't look like the cracked leather that we got with the first Alma Manier Jordan 1.
No,
it looks kind of suede-ish, but it also looks kind of woolish.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really thinking it's white suede. But it looks flat. It looks ironed down. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just confused about what's going on with this sneaker. I'm confused and intrigued at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it looks very unique. It looks very different as well from the original release. It looks like it's a black and white. This looks like it's almost like suede nubucky all over the sneaker. Which kind of gives us a reference of another quick strike we're going to discuss just quickly. But I like it. I hope we see it. I do hope we see it.
And this one is clearly worn. Like if you look at the midsole, you can see some smudges on there. So I think this is a worn pair. Either a worn pair or a unfinished pair, maybe.
Yeah, it could be. It looks like it's a good sample. Guys, go and check out the Cold Wash Amman Year 1 sample. It looks dope. It does look dope. We only got one picture, if it's which is
Yeah.
the back of the sneaker. So this could be a little bit of a hint, like Jordan Brand on Nike keep doing and with collaborations and stuff like that. It could be a scenario where we get like a Travis Scott mocha or a purple variation that we don't see, but we might see a couple of years down the line because there's rumors that we might be getting a Travis Scott 4 this year. Or it could be a sample where we're just giving a hint of what's coming next. And either way, it's got you excited, bro, which is good.
Well, yeah, I just don't like. That's the thing about samples that get me. Most of the time when we see samples after we get the actual release, is as dope, if not doper, than what we actually got. You know what I'm saying? We were looking at the call samples and other, not friends and family samples.
Yeah.
Just like the Jordan 4 SB samples, we were seeing the wear test samples that were all black, and we assumed that we was gonna get Black Cat SB, but that turned out not to be the case.
Bro,
shout out to
I'm hearing.
Shout out to Eric Costin. That's what I'm about to say. That shout out to Eric Costin, because on the Sneaker Live, Eric Costin, he alluded to us getting more colorways, but they pretty much said that Black Cat was just a wear test sample. So
the Black Cat was a weird stuff. But I was having a conversation with Scott the other day, going on to the Jordan 4 SBs. We won't go into it just yet, but the samples look like we might be getting a variation, and that pine green looks very similar to a mock-up that was seen 4 years back, or 3 or 4 years back, which was the mock-up to the Do the Right Thing Jordan 4, which was another Do the Right Thing movie sample, which was going to come out, and basically it never came out. And we've getting a pine green SB with that same colorway.
No, we did get a Do the Right Thing 4.
No, it was a different variation to the original.
The women's 4.
Yeah, but it was a different variation to that as well.
Okay, I didn't see that one then.
Yeah, but yes, that was quite interesting, bro. To be honest, let's just see what happens. We all, bro, we all sit here. Every week we go through news, we go through information, we go through sampling, and we always get excited for stuff. And I kind of spotted the other day, some people aren't used to what we do, because like I know the other week you said about the whole hate thing, and a lot of people don't understand why we've got a sneaker podcast, or people do sneaker podcasts, because they're not ingrained in the culture to realize that there's so much information and so much desirability on sneakers that people want to listen to this stuff like this, and they don't understand. But it's like everything. If you don't understand wrestling, if you don't understand motorsports, if you don't understand football, if you don't understand stuff like that, you'll be saying, why have you got a podcast so we want to discuss this and that? Because you don't understand the tactics or the logistics or the strategies or the materials, or why people want to actually kind of want to talk about sneakers or anything like that.
It's whatever, bro. We gotta let that stuff roll off the shoulder and keep it moving, bro.
Oh yeah, of course.
Brush the dirt off, like Hov said.
Yeah, but okay, cool.
Go
you do the next quick strike. Go, bro. I've just seen what you've loaded up. Let's go with this one, bro.
So, for people that don't know, right? I'm a huge basketball fan, so I pay attention when basketball legends speak.
Yep.
And this. Dennis Rodman, bro. Let me just say this. Dennis Rodman is a cultural icon, right?
Yeah.
Not only so. An NBA icon, legend, historic player, Dennis Rodman are all these things, but he crossed over into mainstream culture with some of his off-court antics.
Yep.
And in retirement, he has found a resurgence with his clothing brand, and also social media wise. We remember him tearing open the Yeezy box, right? Because he didn't know how to open the Yeezy box, so he just ripped it apart. Yo, Dennis Rodman has been campaigning since his appearance on Sneaker Shopping, and he's letting the world know what us sneakerheads may
already
or may
knew.
not know. Yeah.
Yep.
Travis wasn't the first one to do a backward swoosh.
Yeah.
He did it first in the mid 90s. What you think about Dennis Rodman calling out Travis?
Bro, I was just thinking this the other day, or actually, as you mentioned in it, if Dennis Rodman was around right this moment in time and in his prime, let's just say if the Chicago Bulls team was around right this moment in time, in his time, right, wouldn't we be looking at Dennis Rodman as an equivalent to Travis? About his fashion, his culture. And I think in the 90s, Dennis Rodman was very misunderstood throughout his career because I think he was ahead of his time, very ahead of his time in terms of his fashion and his looks. If it was done today, maybe we'd pay more attention. Maybe he'd get more collaborations. Maybe you get more. He would probably have a bigger signature sneaker with Nike or with one of the brands. But I do believe like he's right. I think you can only say you can only say your truth, and he said his truth.
Yeah, see, with Dennis Rodman, almost 60 years old.
Yeah,
he's not a sneakerhead. He had a big endorsement, and listen, when the Air Darwin and the Air Indestruct came out in the 90s. As a kid, we went crazy for those sneakers because we loved Nike, what Nike basketball represented. Of course, the Chicago Bulls were rock stars, and Dennis Rodman was arguably, even though he played with Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman made way more waves in mainstream culture than anybody on that team did. And his shoes did well based on him playing with Jordan, but also on the attention that he brought to himself and that he brought to the brand. It wasn't necessarily negative attention. He was just doing a lot of crazy stuff. And so knowing all that, I'm not surprised when Dennis Rodman come outside and says stuff like this.
Can't hear it, bro. You got to put the volume up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nice.
Let's go one more time.
Chicago Bulls. Come on, Travis. Give me some credit, you know.
That's right.
You copy my
Travis
shit.
bit Dennis's design.
Right? So anyway, so this ain't new. This ain't new, brother. Either way, congratulations.
And it's
yeah, bro. He like he said, you can. Like I said, you can only say that your truth, and your truth is your truth, and you know the truth because you are basically the instigator of the truth. And if that's true, and which is true, he can only no, bro. When Dennis Rodman comes for you like that, you ain't got nothing to say, bro. That's all I'm saying, right?
It's facts, bro. Like he ain't saying nothing wrong. He ain't telling no lies. I don't think he's attacking Travis necessarily. I look at it more as him trying to let people know, especially the younger people that aren't aware of his sneaker history, that the backward swoosh ain't nothing new. That's all it is.
Yeah. And I'm definitely gonna say I remember Dennis Rodman from his Detroit Piston days when was it the Jordan rules that they did? Yeah, bro, I remember that. And that's where I remember him most from. But him migrating from the Detroit Pistons to the Spurs and then basically going to Chicago Bulls. That he's had a career, and I was unfortunate because the Detroit Pistons could have won the NBA, but not really.
They did.
Did they? What is it last season?
What you mean? No, didn't the Bulls had to get through Detroit?
Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas, Dennis Rodman, Bill Laimbeer, Mark Aguirre, like they won 2 championships.
Oh yeah, 89 and 90. Yeah.
Jordan could not get to the finals because of Detroit Pistons and the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, because of that famous allegations of the Jordan rules, so how to shut out Michael Jordan.
It was real. It was real. Chuck Daly, the coach of the Detroit Pistons back then, told his team, don't let him leave the ground. If he leaves the ground, bring him back to the ground.
Yeah. The Jordan rules.
Yeah.
Bro.
So shout out Dennis Rodman, man.
And that Dennis Rodman is a legend, bro. Like Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, and everybody talks about that conversation about what would Jordan be without them two. But like
he wouldn't have 6 championships.
Yeah, they were great. They were one of the best. And you have to acknowledge, Scottie Pippen's got 6 rings, hasn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan ain't win nothing without Scottie Pippen.
I know.
And he wouldn't have won anything without Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, respect
for all the LeBron haters that like to talk about Kyrie and Dwayne Wade and other great players that LeBron played with, Anthony Davis. Jordan didn't do it by himself. So y'all do y'all research. Okay?
Yeah, no, that's the most important thing. You can't do it alone. Sometimes you need to use it you need to grow as a team, and that's what sports is about. A football team, NFL team, NBA team, doesn't matter, bro. You need a team. You can't be an individual star and not do it. You can't put Messi into an average team and expect him to be world class all the time.
Nah. It don't work.
Exactly, bro. All right, bro. Next quick strike, because this one's a funny one, bro. This one is how we started this podcast. SpaghettiOs. Teletubbies is on show. Give me your opinion, bro, because this is a £2,084 sneaker, which converts to $2,500. This is a Teletubby, Christian Cowan Teletubbies high-heeled boots. Obviously, this is for the fans that love Teletubbies and want to rock some kind of nostalgia. This is like I said, the Pandora's box is open for mischief, and it's allowing. I've seen Dragon Ball sneakers or boots. I've seen Teletubbies boots. I've seen, what was the other day we saw, bro?
It was the only thing I saw this week was the Dragon Ball Timberland.
Yeah, and we saw the Mario boots last week as well.
Mario boots, right?
Yeah, that's the one I was remembering. But yes,
what do you think? Right here, bro. This ain't it. First of all. I don't know who Christian Cowan is. I've never heard this name before. Obviously, we're not high fashion guys. We're sneaker guys. So maybe he was a huge Teletubby fan. I don't know. Maybe there's a Teletubby subculture. I don't know. I've never seen or heard of it. But this ain't it right here, bro.
Christian Cowan is...
This is trash. This is ridiculous, bro.
Christian Cowan is a designer who founded his label in 2016, graduating from London College of Fashion in 2016. Basically, he's a designer. I've heard of Christian Cowan before, but I'm not too synonymous about what he does or what his name or what his brands or stuff like that. But I've heard the name. Yeah, relatively young, but I think it's quite coincidental. Once Mischief has released their big red boot and the wavy baby and all of that stuff and the Gobstompers, I think most of this came out of the Gobstompers, bro. Most of this came out of the Gobstompers and people realizing that Mischief was going to do the big red boot, and they've come out with this. Like they've come out with the Mario boot, they've come out with the Dragon Ball boot, they've come out with Teletubby boots. Maybe this was originally going to be released, but now it's given encouragement for people to do it more because of the big red boot fame. But this is getting some shine, which obviously it would do because obviously it's associated to a TV program. And like the Astro, we don't want to call them the Astro Boy boots, the red boots, they still are associated to Astro Boy.
This is goofy, bro. This is not the big red boot. This is not the Mario boot. This is not even the walking boot that Mischief did. This is, to me, following a trend incorrectly. I don't. When you brought this up to me in our private conversation, I was wondering why, and it.
you know why, bro? I'll tell you why. Because sometimes you have to show the good and the bad. Sometimes you have to show the trend and the fashion.
No, I was wondering why this product existed.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna say that's a bad one, bro. That's the wrong one. I'm waiting for the Dragon Ball boots because I think the Dragon Ball boots will be more. Let's be honest, right? Mario boots. very nostalgic, very iconic, very collector's item. Big red boot, very nostalgic cosplay item. Dragon Ball boots, very iconic, very cosplay. You can use that. But all of the boots I've just mentioned, you can utilize and use in cosplay. You can't utilize this in cosplay at all. This is wear it like it is because you love Teletubbies. This is if somebody made a SpongeBob costume and said wear it.
This is pointless, bro.
Yeah,
this is pointless.
I agree, and on that, I'm gonna remove it from the screen because we're not going to talk about it anymore because that's terrible, bro. That's just terrible. I just don't know what they were doing with that, bro.
I doubt if we'll see anybody try to pull these off successfully.
I can see content being made from it just to take the just for laughs and giggles.
But this we talking about over 2,000 in either of our currencies. We talking over 2,000.
Yeah, very much so, bro.
So we'll see models that were seeded pairs or either works doing advertisement for the companies. Probably where it is, we might see it on a runway, but this ain't gonna work, bro.
But how are you gonna style it?
Expensive.
How are you going to start? Yeah, it's too expensive. It's too expensive for the onset because it's all handcrafted. And $2,804 a pound. I mean, that's a lot of money to spend for a sneaker. We're talking about sneakers. Let's swiftly move on, bro. Because have you seen this, bro? This is the COJP Air Max 1, bro. Have you seen this, brother?
I want this.
Bro, this is dope. This is obviously the 35th anniversary is encouraging Nike to do a lot more, and they're about to release a COJP Air Max 1, bro. This is dope. This is like Michigan. This is the Michigan COJP, by the way.
Yeah.
It's making me wonder what the COJP like association with the Michigan is, but this is dope, bro. It's just look at the materials on this sneaker. That crocodile swoosh on this Michigan 4 is dope, bro.
It's like more like a snakeskin on that swoosh, but I think the Michigan is the colorway. I don't know if I don't see how COJP could have any association with University of Michigan outside of maybe somebody that's designing or working on this, maybe attended Michigan.
Yeah.
But that obsidian and maize are definitely Michigan colors.
Yo, the outsole, that mazy yellow outsole looks gorgeous, bro. I'm just kind of stopped it there. But guys, if you listen to this, go and check out this Nike Air Max 1 CO.JP Michigan. You have got a treat in hand. And when Dell saw this, he's like, "Yep, I want this." Yep.
Yeah, me too, bro.
Bro.
Like this colorway is crazy. The yellow air bubble.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's literally crazy. I like this a lot. I saw this. I don't wear Air Maxes. But you know what the thing is? I can't say I don't like Air Maxes. I do like Air Maxes, but I don't think they suit me. This is why I don't get them. But I love Air Maxes in terms of I love seeing them. I love the releases. I love what we're seeing. I love the fact that the bros can get Air Max 1s and all that stuff. But this is gorgeous, bro. This reminds me of the Michigan 5s. A lot.
It reminds me a little more of the Michigan Air Max 95 than it does the Michigan 5. I think about the Michigan Dunk too, and I think this color blocking lends itself more to the Michigan Dunk High than it does to the Michigan 5.
Okay, I respect that. I truly respect that. But it's a great colorway, great executed sneaker.
No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, bro. You did something about yellow and that almost dark navy royal, not even royal, dark navy blue. It's just so good, so good. Swiftly moving on. We aren't getting only one COJP. We're getting 2 COJPs. This is the COJP Nike Dunk Low, bro. This is as fire as the AMX 1, bro. Look at the underlays to this sneaker, guys. And guys, if you want to go and look at this sneaker, go and look at the COJP Nike Dunk Low. This has got like almost a Travis Scott vibe to it. The brown overlays, the snakeskin underlays? Yo, this is dope, bro. This is absolute. Nike are killing it, bro.
Bro, why now is everything brown associated with Travis?
Because you know why,
I don't
bro.
like that. No, you know but we had brown colors on sneakers before Travis started getting collabs.
Yeah, I know, bro. But every time, let's be honest. Every time Travis has done something, he's always included brown. We saw the Mocha ones, reverse. We saw the Mocha one lows. We saw the Air Trainers. We saw the British khakis, even though it was a lighter brown. He does a lot of things with brown, and this is why we associate all the merchandise for the Air Trainer 1 with brown. Every time I think about Travis Scott, it's always got something brown to do with it.
My mind doesn't do that, but other people's minds do. I just don't understand why. Like, I get it. I get the association because Travis popularized the color brown on sneakers for a lot of people. But when I see brown sneakers, I just see brown sneakers. Like, when I think about the Mocha 3, I don't think about Travis Scott. When I see this COJP Dunk, I don't think about Travis. I just see a brown
You know
sneaker.
why? You know why? Because Travis did the Jordan 1 low Mocha as well. So from that's the way you grab the association. But Travis Scott hasn't done a Jordan 3 Mocha. So that's the difference. See what I'm saying? Because like when this is why the Mocha 1, even though it's disrespectful, was regarded as a poor man's Travis Scott. Because it's associated with the Jordan 1 Mocha. If Travis has done the sneaker and it's got brown variation, everybody's going to associate with Travis Scott. Unfortunately, that's always going to be the case, bro.
I don't get that. I'm not rolling with that. And I don't like this sneaker, by the way.
You like it?
We didn't pull this up to talk about Travis, but I don't like this. I get it. You know, it's cool, but I wouldn't buy it to put on foot. Nah.
Yeah. Well, I think it's dope. I think Cam would love this.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. It's just not for me. COJP does so many different things when they get collabs, but this one, much like the biohack, is not for me.
Yeah, I like it. I do like it. I'm not a Nike Dunk low guy, but I do like it. I do like it. Okie dokie, bro. Moving on swiftly to the next quick strike. It is this beautiful sneaker. This is the Nike Air Mac Attack, bro. We was bringing this up because this is give us some history on this Mac Attack, bro.
So John McEnroe, one of the most controversial, most popular greats of tennis. Nike endorsee, the Mac Attack sneaker was very popular when it released. We know John McEnroe for having fits and throwing tantrums on the tennis court when calls didn't go his way. And James Whitner and Social Status are taking it upon themselves to reintroduce the Mac Attack in a different way. I like the green. Not so much the yellow under the green on the tearaway aspect. I do like the fact that you tear away that green and reveal a Social Status logo.
Yeah.
And it appears on that left shoe that. Do you remember the Travis Scott 270?
Yeah. I remember that.
The midsole wasn't permanent. So if that midsole got wet, that sail-looking color would wash away.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean because on the right on the green sneaker, which is how you're gonna get it, it's all saily, but on the tearaway, it's white, which it looks like it's been washed away.
Exactly, and if you look closely at the midsole on the non-altered shoe, the right shoe, you can see that sail is not even. It don't look permanent. So this whole shoe is meant to tear down and tear away, become something else over time. Obviously, you know, when we get something that's tearaway, people get early pairs and they gonna show you what's going on underneath. But these are cool. I'm not necessarily interested in them, but for historic purposes, I like Social Status doing this.
Yeah, I do enjoy it. I think it's a great look from them. But yeah, but obviously, let's just see how that release goes. And I'm interested to see what the sneaker looks like in hand. But yeah, if you're an Air Trainer 1 guy, if you love John McEnroe, definitely this is a vibe for you. Anybody that's associated with tennis would love this sneaker as well. But yeah, I just wanted to showcase that quickly. If you want to look at this, go look at the Nike Air Mac Attack, social status Nike Air Mac Attack, and you'll find what we're talking about. It's hard to find at the moment because this is the only place you can find it on Instagram. But you will see more pictures of it in the next couple of weeks, I think. But swiftly moving on, bro, like we always do. I wanted to raise this to this week. This is basically, hopefully you can see it. Yes, you can. Nike cancel sneakers. Basically, Nike canceled some of these sneakers because they thought the customizer was reselling. So basically, somebody reached out. Says this is for my foot. I'm not reselling. I bought this to wear at the store. You just can't make that type of judgment. And based on that, based on what his social media page, because obviously saw his social media page and it looks like he's reselling sneakers. And then basically Nike said specifically requested that we do not sell to resellers, so your order was cancelled. So it looks like Exodus Ride Shop is affiliate to Nike, who obviously retailers are actually sell Nike shoes. They've taken Nike's recent comments into their own hands and cancelled people's orders that they thought was reselling.
Well, the fact of the matter is, all retailers, whether it be food, apparel, hardware, most retailers have policies where they can deny service for whatever reasons they see fit. And this is just another example of ordering too many pairs, bringing attention to your account, and these stores, in fear of losing their Nike accounts, they stop people from buying so many pairs. Especially when you buy multiple pairs. You know, we know some sneakerheads like to double up and triple up, but yeah, man, resale has been a problem, especially with this SB4. We're gonna get into that a little bit more, but yeah, they ain't with it, man. Exodus Ride Shop, like you said, they're a collaborator affiliate with Nike, and they probably trying to avoid backlash from the brand itself, so they gonna stop customers from buying multiple pairs.
Yeah, which on the advice of Nike, I think they're rightfully to do so. You can refuse service to anybody. Yeah, it's interesting that because we heard rumors of this a couple of weeks back, and now a lot of retailers are putting this into fruition. So when you put in your raffles for your retailers in terms of all the size and Foot Patrol and Foot Locker and all of the stuff, if you start putting in and they see your profile and they realize you're a reseller, they might revoke your pairs. You might not even win a raffle anymore. It's getting that serious. I think Nike are really clamping down at this moment in time. So it's a one to watch for the future. Definitely one to watch for the future. It's something that we didn't discuss before the podcast, but I realized I set myself something that I needed to kind of showcase on the podcast, and this was it. This is kind of very not damning, but very interesting to see, really.
And we know how these skate shops operate. Yeah, they cater to the culture. They don't like resellers at all. They prefer to sell to skaters, even though people that aren't skaters love the SB shoes as well. Yep. I don't like the fact that they don't like selling to non-skaters, but it's a skate shop, so they want to cater to their customers, their preferred customers, people
clientele,
that come people that come and spend money on boards and wheels and other skate gear.
You got to respect that, bro, because I think from my perspective, I understand why you're frustrated because you want the sneaker, but I can understand from a perspective of a person that does unique stuff like you're saying skateboards. If you're just there for the sneaker, but you're never going to spend money on their merchandise like skateboards and wheels and t-shirts and bags and hoodies and all of that stuff, why sell to you when somebody else that actually spends the money and shows the loyalty that they have done? And and then it becomes loyalty based because obviously now you're saying, if you're loyal to this company, we would give you priority.
Exactly, 100%. And
I kind of respect that. I do respect that, even though we don't like it. I do respect that.
Yeah, as sneakerheads, we don't like it, but if we were skaters, we would appreciate it.
Yeah, because it's for me, it's enhancing your reputation. Like I said in a live the other day, it takes a little bit of it takes just a little bit of kindness, a little bit of thought. And I said this about the Air Max 1 Liverpool sneaker. What Nike did was okay because basically they kind of did a sneaker pass for the Liverpool Air Max 1 in Liverpool, but they should have gone one further and actually got Liverpool Football Club involved so they actually could do a release in their stadium on the official merchandise where people can go pick up and maybe have some footballers to come and sign their boots and stuff like that. That little bit of a touch brings kind of some extra loyalty, extra like passion to the release. And it means that you get people respect that, and this is what the skate shops do: is when you spend money with them and they give you loyalty by giving you the releases, it makes you think, wow, these people actually really care about us enough to the fact that we mess with them, that they mess with us as well, and that I respect a lot. That is like loyalty 101.
Yeah, facts. So along with this this story, let's just go ahead and get straight to what happened a few days back. These skate shops releasing these Jordan 4 SBs. Most of them did raffles. A lot of them were in-store pickup raffles. Some did shipping raffles. We used to it from skate shops. You know, they get limited pairs. A lot of SBs are limited in general. I don't think these SB4s are as limited as a lot of the SB dunks that we see, but this one shop decided to do a first come, first serve, and
it got ransacked.
Well.
Yeah, as you can see, if you kind of Google Jordan 4 SB release first come first serve, you'll see it got absolutely ransacked. And by the way, one of our sneaker head friends when actually their Kick Lord went out there, and he was actually out there, but it got absolutely ransacked. There's some mass hysteria for this Jordan 4 SB, bro. There is some mass hysteria for this Jordan 4 SB.
Yeah, it's not that serious. I don't know why they thought they would be able to do a first come, first serve and not have this type of situation happen. We know how difficult it is already. And it just don't make sense, bro. It don't make sense to do a first come, first serve.
Let's save that argument till later. But yeah, first come first serve Jordan 4 SBs. What actually happened at the skate shops on the 17th, and they got absolutely mobbed. We'll discuss this. Not discuss this. We'll look into this further. But yeah, that was the situation. I didn't manage to get myself a pair, even though I said I wasn't. But this was something I went for just out of the sake of it because it was for Offspring. And I know if I copped from Offspring, I wouldn't be able to give it to you in the first place because obviously they want you to wear your sneakers or past releases to the next releases. So that's something I can't give you, but I'm definitely got all my raffles for you. So let's just see what happens. I missed out on the 17th. If I'd got it from anywhere else, I would have given it. I'll just send it to you, bro. But let's see what
I don't respect the gatekeeping on that. That's kind of trash.
Yeah. But on the 17th, we are on the 21st is the official release. So all my raffles and all my entries are going in for you. Let's just hope we can cop you a pair as well, bro. Definitely. Let's just iron out some of the last couple of quick strikes quickly before we go to the main subjects, because another little feature I wanted to look at as well is we've been progressively seeing this happen more and more over after the release for the Jordan 3 reimagined white cements. We've seen the quality, we've seen the initial quality issues with it, but now I'm going into the realm that some people are actually capping, because I saw this picture. Obviously, it looks like, I'm going to describe it for the audio listeners. This is a Jordan 3 white cement. And it looks like the white print is absolutely washed out. It's absolutely rubbed out. It doesn't even look like there's a print on the back of it. It looks more grey than elephant print. There's other pictures where there's a Jumpman rather than Nike Air on the back tab. There was also a picture where somebody's actually deleted the Air Jordan at the back and it's just a blank tab. I think there's a lot of capping going on for content. Which we're going to address in this podcast as well. But yeah, generically, my elephant print on that wasn't predominantly like really embossed. It was kind of faded on my pair's eye as well. But I want to say something. I want to get your reaction, right? And I said this to Cam on the live on Instagram. I think the elephant print was washed out on purpose to make it that faded look, because it's supposed to be another reimagined sneaker that's been there from 1988, and I feel like they've done that on purpose, not to give a prominent elephant print, because for the fact that it's supposed to be aged out, it's supposed to be aged looking, and it's supposed to have this washed look to it, but some of it's too much, and that's my thoughts.
I don't agree. I do agree with the notion that there's a lot of cap going on. Yeah, with some of these pictures that we've been seeing. At this point, I'm a little over it, because last week we discussed the fact that there were never really perfect pairs, even back in '88 and you know, in the '90s and the 2000s when these retros came back. There were always discrepancies. So I think some people are going a little overboard with focusing on the pairs not being consistent from one to another. There are no perfect pairs. Even pairs that are very, very good have little inconsistencies here and there. I think people are pushing this narrative a little bit too much, but I do agree with you. I think there are some alterations going on. I think it's some photoshopping going on.
Yep, a lot of capping's going on.
Yeah, it's just a lot of cap, bro.
Yeah,
so I ain't rolling with this.
Yeah, we're going to address that in this podcast anyway. But moving swiftly on, I look, I'm going to say not every pair is perfect, but I think a lot of people are a bit angry or a bit upset for the fact that they have to pay that much money for a sneaker that's not consistently good. And I think it's coming. The more you increase prices, the more the anger is going to particulate into the future, because basically what's happening is we're paying money for quality that we're not seeing, and this is why a lot of sneakers are getting a bit frustrated with the lack of quality control from Nike at the moment. And I think that's replicated by what we're seeing and what we're hearing. There is definitely capping, which I don't agree with. You don't kind of manufacture a story, but we'll discuss that later. But I'm just saying that at this moment in time, I can understand why a lot of sneakers are upset with the quality that they're getting from Nike, especially with the fact that prices have gone up. So you expect better quality. I'm just going to leave it at that, bro.
Yeah. Inflation driving prices up. So
yeah, but the quality is not following. Next up quickly is, do you know Adidas and Gucci had another collaboration for 2023?
Yeah, I saw it. I started to go look at it, but from what I was seeing, it didn't look like what last year's collection was pretty good. This year is not so much, in my opinion.
Yeah, this if you guys want to see the Gucci collaboration, look at Gucci Nike Gucci Adidas 2023, not Nike. You'll find out what the collaboration looks like. I was thoroughly surprised to see it and pop up and disappear, and I thought to myself again and again, where's the advertisement? Where's the show? Where's the hype? Where's the media presence? Where's this and where's that? And again and again and again, and I keep thinking again and again and again, and I keep repeating it. Where is the push for the knowledge that this exists. I know it's expensive. I know it's high-end fashion. I know it's a collaboration, but you never see how massively your collaboration was pushed and kind of emphasized that this is happening. We don't see anything from Adidas. And again, I keep saying it, Adidas need to improve their marketing.
I think these companies, a lot of the big brands are becoming more and more reliant on us, the consumer, the sneakerhead, the sneaker media, the fashion media, to do the advertising for them for free, and it works, and it happens every time. The sneaker media sites, just like we are watching right now, where we're seeing these photos. This is a sneaker media outlet. You know what I'm saying? And I think these brands realize that since sneaker culture has exploded, the independent brands that want to have a grasp on what's going on are going to do the advertisement for them, so they can save some of that advertising revenue.
Yeah, that only works if you're a big brand that everybody wants your products from, bro. You don't need to advertise. But it's ironic that the brand that doesn't need the marketing does the most marketing.
Hey man, it's a testament to what we've been saying about Adidas for the past couple of years, bro. It doesn't seem like anybody really has a clear understanding of how it works.
Yeah, but bro,
with based on the fact that they losing so much money and so much steam from other things that we talked about previously, they might be just trying to save a couple of dollars here and there, cutting corners.
Yeah, it's very evident from look. We can talk all we want, right? We can always talk all we want, but facts and money and sales is the bottom line. That's all I'm gonna say. Facts, money, and reputation is all that matters, and that's all I'm gonna say. And there's a massive decline in one of these companies. That's all I'm gonna say. But on that note, bro, another lose, choose, or dump for you today, bro. I know you're a Nike affiliate. Not Nike affiliate. I know you wish you was a Nike affiliate.
No, I'm unofficially official.
And you're unofficially officially a Nike affiliate, right? Okay, cool. But I'm going to make you step out of your comfort zone and choose one of these companies, right? Are you going to choose Puma? Are you going to choose New Balance? Or are you going to choose Adidas? What are you losing, choosing, and dumping on those three companies? Because all of those three companies are vying for that second position at this moment in time.
You know I'm choosing New Balance.
I knew you was. So who you're dumping, bro, is either Puma or Adidas. And that will give you an insight into how you think in terms of the success Adidas is having at this moment in time.
Historically, both companies are relevant.
Yeah, we know the histrionics behind that, the two brothers.
Clyde Frazier with the Pumas. Puma recently with the Marathon continues collaborations. Having J. Cole have a signature sneaker. Some of my favorite NBA players signing with Puma. Jay-Z, Rihanna rocking with Puma.
Mm-hmm. Bro, it's hard. It's a hard choice. I'm not gonna say it's an easy choice. It's a hard choice.
I'm pretty much building a case for Puma to be the choice and the Adidas to be dumped.
Yeah. I know you was gonna do that as well, because Puma is an up and coming company. They got the Melo Balls that they're doing really big numbers with. They've got Jay-Z heading the basketball range. They've got a lot of things going for them, and Adidas at the moment are in free fall, if I'm honest.
Historically, like I said, they both have relevance. I know a lot of people love Adidas. I mean, when we think about Run DMC, we think about a lot of great NBA players from the past that rocked Adidas. And I like shell toes. I like forums.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? For hip hop purposes, I will dump Puma.
Oh,
I can't go against Run DMC.
Yeah. Okay, I respect that. That was a difficult choice. That's definitely a difficult choice. But as you can see, we clearly see New Balance is miles ahead at this moment in time from Adidas and Puma. They're doing their thing. I can officially say they're number 2 company at this moment in time.
Yeah, in my opinion, for sure, number 2.
All right, we got a couple of quick strikes to rattle off quickly, and this one is the Air Jordan 1 OG reimagined Royal, which all the rumors say it's going to be suede through. Are you excited about this sneaker, bro? That's all I need to know.
If it's all suede, yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm with that. I'm hoping it's going to be some short hair, premium suede, reimagined line. Let's just see what storyline they come out with this, because the White Cement 3s didn't come with a storyline, but we know the Lost and Founds. It was, which is amazing. That storyline is absolutely amazing. It wasn't necessary, but it was a nice little touch to give it a little bit of a storyline. So let's just see what happens with this reimagined. I'm hearing it's November, so full time. We are getting another reimagined, which is quite interesting, which could be absolutely crazy, because we don't normally get 2 reimagined in a year, do we?
No, I don't think we have just yet, but this will probably be the first year.
Yeah, and it's my little take on this quickly is I like the fact that they can't grabbing OGs and not giving you actual OG, because we've seen many years of re-retros, which has been similar to the OGs, but this time they're getting a little bit of a twist on it. I'm down with that. I think that's great.
Either way is giving sneakerheads reasons to outrage. Like, why be outraged about something being different? Putting the reimagined or the craft label on sneakers, older sneakers, gives the company license to make it different and try to avoid the outrage. But we're going to always get outraged about old things that come in new packaging, and it's kind of goofy to me.
But bro, you can't satisfy everybody. But let's just be honest, you can't satisfy everybody. And if you release an OG, people are going to complain. If you didn't release an OG, people complain. If you release a twist an OG, people are going to complain. Everybody wants to complain nowadays. So I think it was Polar who said, "I don't understand why," and I said, "Bro, it is what it is. If you don't like it, you can move on. But if you do like it, you're going to pick it up. You can't change the outcome of the situation, so you just got to live with it. And what's the point complaining?" That's all I said to him. And he was, and he just said, "Yeah, you're right." And I said, "Yeah, of course, because if you don't like it, you're not going to pick it up. If you do like it, you're going to pick it up. But what's the point of complaining? Because you can't go to Nike and say, 'Don't do it,' because they're not going to listen to you."
Yeah, in conversation, is one thing, but to actually go out of your way and spend your time and energy to put out negative publicity or thoughts and opinions about products that are going to sell regardless.
Yeah, exactly. But bro, let me just show a yellow card to anybody that keeps complaining and doesn't realize.
Yeah, and
accept it for it.
More than likely, these same people that are giving out these complaints are going to go for the sneaker anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Like, bro, you can't change it. You can't change the circumstances. You can't. And what's the point of wasting your energy on trying to change circumstances when it's out of your hands? I don't understand that. Just move on. Just live. Move on. Carry on. It's fine. Don't worry. You don't like it. You don't like it. Yeah. Or find an old pair. You go VNDS. You can find a really good old pair. It is what it is. But quickly moving on. A couple of last quick strikes. Is this one, bro? This is the Nike Dunk High. I'm going to try and say this really, really well. Ramelzi.
This is cool. I believe this is the same artist that Supreme is taking influence from for their Dunk Low.
Yeah, it pretty much is, and like we said last week, it's very similar to the Paris Dunks as well. It kind of gives you that vibe. This is a bit different, definitely a bit different to the Paris Dunks, but I like it. I do like it.
Yeah, you can't hate on this, bro. Either you like it or you don't. So Supreme highs, lows. They going in with this artist, shining some light on him and his work. So I ain't mad at it.
Guys, if you want to see, if you listen to this, go and check out the SB Dunk High. It's the SB as well. It's gonna be super comfortable. I'm gonna try and spell this right. It's RAMMELLZEE. I like the way it rings. That is a kind of really good way to do it. Ramelzi, definitely a great look to the sneaker. And last but not least, bro, have you ever seen an elephant's nutsack?
What? What are you talking about, man? Don't ask me a question like that, bro.
You're about to see an elephant's nutsack on this Jordan 1 grey.
Don't ask me no question like that, bro. Ever again. Ever again, bro. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why would you ask me that? Yeah.
All right, cool. Going back to the sneaker. Okay, this is the Jordan 1 Low OG Atmosphere Grey. It reminds me of the Stealth Greys. I've seen pictures where the grey doesn't look as grey. It looks a bit browny than grey, but it could be the angles of photos are taken. But, bro, this sneaker is crazy, bro. The look at the leather on this sneaker.
Yeah, it puts me directly in the mind of the Nutra Grey OG lows.
Yes, bro.
And we know how the leather is on those.
Guys, go and check out the Jordan 1 Low OG Atmosphere Grey. The leather on this sneaker is crazy. This is why I said, have you ever seen elephants nutsack? Because this is as close as you're going to get to seeing it. Bro, I don't know either, but I'm just saying this quality on this leather is crinkly. It is soft. It looks soft. I just want to touch it right this moment in time. Bro, it's crazy, bro.
That's dangerous, though. Like, when you got leather that's that soft, you really got to pay attention to the way you move when you got them on. Because the slightest scuff or cut on that, bro, and it's a bad day.
Buttercup. Definitely Buttercup, bro. Definitely a great sneaker. I know E wants this, and it looks like, I'm gonna be honest, it looks like the actual swoosh, the back tab panels, anything that's Atmosphere Grey is more of a premium nubuck.
Yeah, that's how it's looking. These dope though. I don't know. I don't know why they would do this so close to the stealth release, but I like these more than I like the stealth, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it does. You know what it is? When you cut off the high panel, it does really well. It does really well. I have to agree. I love the stealths. I love the stealths. Everything that the stealths brings. I'm definitely gonna try and wear that soon. But I'm gonna say that this is probably better. This is the first time I see the lows being better than the highs. The stealth low is dope, bro. Dope, absolutely dope. I think it's gonna sit. I do believe it's gonna sit because you need to, the neutral grey 1 low sat, this is gonna sit. I reckon.
Neutral greys didn't sit here, so I imagine these won't either. The stealths kind of hung around for a while, for maybe a month or two after release. But you'll be hard pressed to find a pair now sitting around. Yeah, I think these will do probably the same.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great.
I don't think they'll make it to sale prices. Put it like that.
No. They won't make it to sale prices, but I think they'll sit around for a little while. E wants a pair. Definitely, he wants a pair of those. Those are I don't deny why he wants a pair of those, because those are dope, bro. That's one sneaker I think is a really good low release for this year.
Yeah, we're getting quite a few lows. UNC Chicago, the black toe lows, all OG cut. So I'm with it.
Okay. That was all the quick strikes for today. Let's go into the main subject for today. Go on, bro. You've loaded up. Tom.
Shout out to Mr. Miller. When he was on the podcast and also on his show, If the Shoe Fits on IG, he asked the question, who is Tom Sachs anyway?
Yeah.
Now we're starting to find out who Tom Sachs is.
By the way, go and check if you're on Instagram, do go check out Mr. Miller. He's the bro. He's actually coming on to the live this week on Instagram, and also go and check if the shoe fits. Great. Live he does with the bros. Rick Dub, Lace Differently. All of the bros out there. Definitely go and check it out. It's a good vibe. But yes, who is Tom Sachs, bro? Because it's coming out, bro. It's definitely coming out.
Seems like Tom Sachs is a creep.
Yeah, from allegedly. This big allegedly, because Nike are actually looking into the allegations this week, allegedly, or beginning of this week, allegedly, there was kind of some information that came out with Tom Sachs that he's not treating his employees correctly. He's screaming at employees. He's allegedly, this is allegedly, created a labeling.
All we gotta do is say it one time, bro, and we good.
Yeah, is accusing. I'm just making sure we don't get sued, bro, because you know what?
No, we good. We said it. You said it once. Allegedly, all these are allegations.
Yeah, according to reports, Tom Sachs is accused of labeling a storeroom the rape room, relabeling it as a consent room, throwing objects and screaming at employees. I've seen reports of basically making sexist comments. I've heard allegedly that he appeared on a Zoom call in his underwear. Yeah. There's also pictures of him having some allegedly Nazi memorabilia. Bro, it's not looking good for Tom Sachs, bro. Yes. If you want to watch the podcast, guys, on YouTube, we just showcased the Nazi first aid memorabilia that he's actually got in his room. It's not looking good for him, bro. Definitely not looking good for Tom Sachs at the moment. How is this going to be dealt with Nike if these allegations come true? Because you know what's really funny? I'm just going to quickly mention this. Months ago, wasn't there rumors that there was a lot of sexism and bad movements within the actual head of CEO, like the management of Nike?
Yeah, we haven't really heard too much more about that as of yet.
But I don't
think those things are related. We don't know if those things are related. These two situations are related to each other, but they seem to be very similar. However, I don't know. Again, who is Tom Sachs, bro? Like this guy, for me, came out of nowhere into the sneaker culture with the Mars Yard.
Yep.
And the snow boot. I can't remember the name of that snow boot that he dropped with Nike. We know the GPS. We know how popular the GPS sneaker has been. I went for the initial pair of the GPS because I did actually like the colorway on that silhouette. I didn't get them, and at this point, I'm happy that I didn't get them because if I had them in my collection, I would be looking to move them immediately as soon as possible because I don't want to have any type of association with this guy. My mind is made up. These are allegations. But I'm straight. I'm so straight on Tom Sachs, bro. Like I don't respect, first of all, the allegations of abuse in the workplace. I'm not rolling with that.
Okay, cool. I'm just reading some background on Tom Sachs while you're talking. It looks like he was a sculptor and architect as well, which basically he was involved in the space program and built numerous space-related sculptures throughout his career. So I
don't care about none of that, bro. Ain't none of that got nothing to do with it. Even the sneaker. The reason we talking about him Is it because he's been associated with Nike in the past year? Right?
Yeah. And this is what I'm saying. That all of that built up to the Tom Sachs Mars Yard sneaker. All of that built up to the GPS. All that built up to the space, like that almost like that space boot that he created with Tom Sachs or with Nike. So basically, it looks like his background is associated with space and architecture.
So
and,
what? So
but
what? He's a no. He's a creep.
Oh no, I'm not denying that. I'm giving a bit of a background on his life and his career. So that's where Tom Sachs is associated from.
So
obviously,
what?
Obviously,
I don't care. I don't care what he's done in what other industries. I don't care what he's done with Nike since, bro. Allegations of sexual harassment, abuse, calling a room the rape room. A basement storage,
and relabeling it to the consent room. Yo, that's creepy. That is definitely creepy. Even
Nazi paraphernalia. We talking about Nazi paraphernalia. This is what we talking about. This man why would you have that there if you didn't want it to be there? And this is your place of business. This is under your control.
Yep.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way anybody. I don't care. He could have been born in Germany. I don't care, bro. It's not right. It's not cool. None of what he's done is cool. We've seen, bro, since the pandemic, it's been 3 years, right?
Yep.
How many situations have we seen of people doing crazy stuff on Zoom in these Zoom meetings?
A lot, bro. A lot.
He one of them too. You show up to a Zoom meeting with Nike in your drawers, dog.
I think those. I think the allegations with Nike head of Nike or CEO or management, Nike management, and linked with sexism and abuse is linked to Tom Sachs as well. If I'm honest, this is gone on, and I think it's come out because of that. Otherwise, it would never come out. It would have be kept under the radar. But I do believe that this situation is a consequence of what was talked about months ago with Nike and the fact that they've got some in-house management to do with abuse and sexism and all that stuff. So I do believe this is linked to that. This is probably a separate occasion. But with all of that information said, and the fact that we've read all these allegations, Nike knew, bro. Nike, if you're turning up to a Zoom call in your underwear and it's a bit creepy, and you've got a room and your employees are telling you that this guy is throwing objects, screaming at them, has got their room and got this paraphernalia and all of that stuff, you Nike know. Nike know, and this is why they haven't tried to hide this. This is why they've come out with a statement to say we need to deal with this and look at the allegations and see what's true or not. And I do believe that that's what they're doing. But what do you? Because this is, let's be honest, this is like Kanye and Adidas in a way. In a way it is, because one of their employees or their associates has come and done stuff that they're not agreed with. So now, what do Nike do from this?
They got to cut ties with him. They got to cut ties with him. They got to listen. It's easy, bro. It's so easy for me to make this decision. Tom Sachs ain't moving the needle like Travis or Ama Manier or the SB brand or any other collaborators that they associate with. You see, if they cut ties with Kyrie Irving, they better cut ties with him.
Oh yes, bro. You just put the nail. You hit the nail on the head right there, bro. Because if Adidas dropped Kanye, if Kyrie dropped
anti-Semitic,
if Nike dropped Kyrie, why wouldn't they drop Tom Sachs?
We talking anti-Semitic, bro. When they dropped Kyrie. This dude got Nazi paraphernalia in the workspace with other people that may be Jewish or of Jewish descent, black people. Like, come on, dog.
You know what? I'm gonna just say this. The Nazi flag, that whole flag,
Swastika.
swastika. Yeah, I don't like calling it wherever it is. They ripped that off from the Hindu religion, bro, and I hate that because that sign is a Hindu sign for peace and harmony, and they changed it to vilify it. Yo, I hate that. I absolutely hate that. But that's histrionics. I agree. This like you could. I know we know the situation with Travis and what happened with these concerts. I can understand Nike's stance of just retracting him back and introducing him back slowly, but this is a situation I don't think they can do because it's a million times worse than what Travis did.
Travis didn't necessarily have a direct. It can be argued how direct his influence was on what happened with that situation, and make no mistake, by no means am I trying to excuse Travis or Kyrie Irving for the mistakes that they made.
Mm-hmm.
Their allegations weren't this. If Travis Scott was physically out in the crowd bringing harm to people, I would feel the same way.
Yeah.
And y'all know, if y'all been watching and listening, y'all know how I feel about Kyrie Irving. I don't hate Kyrie Irving, but I'm not a fan either. I thought what he did was wrong. And if I was at Nike, based on Kyrie's reaction, I probably would have felt the same way. We got to cut ties with this guy because he's not taking a full accountability. This is really bad, bro. This is a bad look for Nike to be associated with this guy.
Tom Sachs, you're getting that red sneaker, bro. You for the time being, let's give you a red sneaker because obviously we'll have a look at it further down. But
Shout out to Mr. Miller, man. Who is Tom Sachs?
Yo, bro, he said it off the bat, bro. Let's just be honest. He was like, "Who's Tom Sachs?" Just when he got his own signature line with Nike, you realize. Do you believe? Because this must have been going on for quite a while. Do you believe Nike need to do, or not, or any brand that hires anybody need to do more research on that person going forward now?
Yeah, now that information is more available and accessible, I would like to have as much background as possible. How deep you want to go is up to you as a brand, but based on what we're seeing from him now, you can't really say it's their fault for not knowing.
Yeah.
When it comes to allegations, they surface when they surface.
Okay, cool.
Nike's not an investigation company. Could you hire an investigation company to do background checks on people? Sure. Maybe that's what they should do.
But bro, it's similar. Like, I'm gonna be honest. When you're in a high management position or you're in charge of people, you need to have decorum, to the way you act, and you need to, like, I'm gonna say it's not as bad as doing a background check on somebody kind of working with children in a high school or a primary school or wherever you want to talk about. But I think companies have, if you have people working with your employees, you need to do a background check on people, especially if it's to do with stuff like this, and especially to do with criminal records. I think you need to still do a background check, just to make sure that they're sane.
This ain't even a matter of criminal history. Like, these are all allegations, hearsay, testaments from people who found themselves in these negative situations and saw things that they deemed to be unacceptable. And okay, think about the guy, I can't remember his name right offhand, the guy that used to own the Clippers. This guy owned this team for years and years. And come to find out, he was a closet racist.
Oh, yeah, I remember that story. But the thing is that the implications there are
his girlfriend outed him.
Yeah, the implication that the history was that I think his girlfriend actually slept with one of the NBA players, and
no.
Wasn't it that one?
No. His girlfriend, he was an older white guy. His girlfriend was a younger black woman.
Oh,
and he associated with NBA players. You own an NBA team full of black players. This was a black woman that he told, I don't want you associating with these N-words.
Yes, that's the one.
And she recorded it. She recorded it and put it out.
Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. I'm my story I'm thinking about. There's a lot of cases recently that's happened to. Another case I've talked about is I think there's another owner for a franchise that actually his girlfriend was messing around with the players, and all of a sudden it came out that he was a closet racist as well when he was kind of like, but the thing is like I'm not even going into the politics or the propaganda or anything with this, because I know I know if we delve into this, we'll be talking about this for hours, and if we delve into this, there's a lot of still that slavery vibe to this. So I'm not gonna even touch it, bro, because I know if we get into this conversation, it's gonna go deep. But yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. It's important. It's definitely important to do a background check. But like with Tom Sachs, just to close that subject off, this is how you know times have changed. Because if this was in the 80s, we'd be calling Tom Sachs eccentric. He's a genius, eccentric genius. He does certain things in certain ways to influence his thought processes. But now you can't get away with that. Like if you brought Albert Einstein back into the 20th century, some of his behaviors wouldn't be tolerated because they were prehistoric. So, and what I'm trying to get at here is I'm not giving Tom Sachs an excuse, because what he's done is absolutely horrendous, right? But what I'm saying is he's probably a prehistoric dinosaur living in the modern day era, and he's doing that.
Let's see how many people burn their GPS or their Mars yards.
I haven't seen anybody though.
But we burning Yeezys, huh?
Bro, that's a whole different matter, bro. Like, we're not gonna get onto this on the book.
We're burning Yeezys, but we ain't burning our Tom Sachs Nikes, huh? All right.
Yeah,
I'm looking at some of y'all. I know some of y'all got them GPSs out there. Yeah. We're gonna see what y'all do.
I'm gonna reach out to Eric because he's got two of them.
We'll see what y'all do.
All right. That was one of the main subjects. The other one I want to tackle today is something that's really I noticed over the last couple of weeks, and it's interesting because are we seeing a Jordan 3 push?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I don't think so. That's your opinion.
Okay, the reason why I think it's my opinion, the reason why I want to deal with this is because I want to bring up, and we know it's the 35th anniversary of the Jordan 3. Is it this year? Yes, this year. Right. And we're seeing some great models. We've seen the reimagined white cement 3s. We're seeing a lot of different models. But like, I'm going to just say, over the last 3 or 4 years, previous to the last 3 or 4 years, I've never seen as many Jordan 3s release. And let's just take a look at last year, bro. And the year before that, we saw the cool grey 3s. We saw the Animal Instinct Pack 1 and 2. We saw the Amma Manier 3. We saw the Black Canvas 3. We saw Pink Rust, the Dark Iris, the Racer Blues, the Pine Greens, the Georgetowns, the Camel Pack. Obviously, we saw the M&M and in the Super Bowl. Cardinal 3s, Muslim 3s. We saw a lot. The Neapolitan 3s. We're gonna see Lucky Green 3s this year. Does Elephant 3s came out as well. Wizard 3s are coming out this year. Winterized 3s, the Gold 3, the almost like the black cement 3s, but the gold 3s. Bro, there's been a lot of fire red 3s. I mean, this year, just this year alone, think about this year alone, right? We've got how many? We've got white cement threes. We've got the Oreo threes, the Palomino threes, the Fair Pack 3 might be coming back. Obviously, it's the anniversary. It's going to be a lot more releases. Yo, bro, Wizard threes. Yo, they're secretly just dropping threes more than ever. And I know it's associated to the anniversary, but the last 2 years.
2 things.
Yep.
35th anniversary.
Yeah, I recognize that. I do recognize that. But the build up before was crazy.
Okay. I don't get where you say secretly, where the word secretly comes in. Threes drop, threes sell out.
No, not that. So, in 2018, we got the black cement 3. I think we also got the mocha 3, probably then.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember another 3. Can you?
Okay.
2019, similar. Then you started getting into 2020. There's through a lot more threes are dropping. Even in COVID, a lot more threes were dropping. We saw they're selling, which is good. But like what I mean by secret, it's not a secret because they keep dropping it because we know about them. But nobody's talking about it to a point where like, yo, Jordan 4s sell out. But resale's crazy, right? Jordan 1s when it was peaking, sell out crazy. Are we saying Jordan 3s are such a unique sneaker that nobody's really talking about them and they're not as hyped, but they're easily available? And the white cement 3 and the Amamania 3 is probably a recognition to that. And the white cement 3s are probably recognition to that. But the Amamania 3 resale is escalated because of this collaboration. The white cement 3, the resale isn't that high, which is good because you can go pick it up. But what you fail to notice over the next 2-3 years, the price just goes crazy and it literally hits up like being £500-600, which is going to be that. But what I'm trying to say is we're getting a lot more threes now than ever, be it the 35th anniversary, but the lead up to the 35th anniversary is crazy as well than before. Like,
bro, they popular. They sell out. They release good colorways, and the good colorways sell out. It's as simple as that.
I agree with that. I totally agree with that. But why do we get people? And I know this is a dumb comment, and I know I shouldn't say this. Why do people say threes are dead then? Why do we?
That don't know what they're talking about. Hold on. Let's not take the ramblings of an idiot and apply it to anything that has to do with what's really going on in culture.
Bro, you put it so good. That was spot on, bro. That was definitely spot on. But I'm definitely saying this. Like, a lot of people are not talking about this, but they just keep dropping threes over the last 2-3 years, and it's magical, bro. Because except for the green variation and the Neapolitan, I think this Neapolitan, this just like the Mocha to me. But
Neapolitans were hard to get here, bro. They were super duper hard to get. You could not find a Neapolitan 3 in any size sitting around in any store.
Really?
Yes, I tried to get a pair for my niece. I could not do it.
Oh, damn! I'm gonna say myself. I picked up way more threes this year, and I'm gonna pick up last year and the year before that than I ever have. And I'm definitely gonna say this. I'm gonna pick up way more threes this year. Like I'm gonna. Let me say this. I know the Tinker Freeze came out during that lull period. They didn't do well. Except for the Justin Timberlake Super Bowl sneaker that like went crazy. I should have got the brown variation of the Tinker Free. My consolation was the Archie Brown Winterized 3. This sneaker is gorgeous, bro. Absolutely gorgeous. The Winterized 3 sneaker. I love this sneaker with the Desert Elephant 3s. Yo, I'm just gonna say, whoever said Jordan 3s was dead, that's a rambling of a madman or a person, because Jordan 3s are it. I'm just gonna say I love Jordan 3s. I love pretty much every Jordan sneaker, right? But Jordan 3s.
That was a
amazing.
clout chase.
Yeah,
that was a clout chase. That person that said that was a clout chase. That was a hot take.
Yeah, but he said it. He said it after the MM Year 3 release, and when MM Year 3 was going to get Sneaker of the Year, and I think that was a proper clout chase. But we don't mess around with clout chasers anyway. But like, bro, let me just say this: Winterize 3 is a hard sneaker, bro. I'm so in love. I've worn this Winterize 3 so many times.
I don't like that.
Sneaker,
I don't like that 3. I don't like quite a bit from the 3 colorways that we've been seeing. I'm probably maybe 50-50 on all the 3 colorways that we've been seeing in the past. Let's just say 3 years since we're talking about the 3.
Yeah. Bro,
I did purchase the Desert Elephant. I'm looking to move it. I had Fragment 3s. They gone. Racer Blue 3s. They gone. I kept my Tinker 3s. I do have the Fire Red. I got the reimagined, the cool grays. I got rid of my Midnight Navy 3s. I have the Camo 3. Of the 3s that we have in the recent years, majority of them sold out quickly. The Animal Pack 1 moved well. The 2 not so. The 2.0 not so much.
But I like the 2.0
the
better
Denim 3, huh?
Yeah, I like the 2.0 better than the 1.
I like the 1.0 better with the tiger and zebra and whatnot.
Yeah,
I like that one.
I respect it, but I like that. I do like the 2.0 better than 1. Yeah, bro. Like denim freeze was dope as well. I'm just
like
saying.
Denim 3 at all.
Really?
Nah, I didn't like it at all.
I don't know. I'm just eating up all the best colorways. Like the Dark Iris 3. I know it's similar to a white cement 3, but bro, like or the Fire 3, bro. Like it's dope. Like I do enjoy a good 3, and they're pumping out 3s more and more, which is great. I do feel it's a great look from Jordan Brand alone because I just don't see a lot of people talking about it. I just want to bring it to everybody's attention that just keep enjoying the 3s you're getting because we're getting a lot more 3s. Look at the line. Look at the lineup. Look at the lineup. We're gonna get this post this today.
Okay.
Oreo off noir 3s, Palomino 3s, which could be similar to the Mocha 3s, Fair Pack 3s or Fair 3s. We're getting the Wizard 3s, which is almost close to the True Blue 3s. We're getting a lot of heat, bro.
How much hype? Do you see any less hype on 3s than you see on any other silhouettes releasing in new or old colorways?
There's not. I don't see a lot of people talking about 3s. Not over here.
The majority of the sneaker culture, and this ain't no slight to nobody.
Yeah.
The majority of sneaker culture lives in the US. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, of course, because that's the epicenter. And if you want to go even closer, the Chicago is the main bullseye.
Okay, so with that being said, when 3s come out, whether it's a new colorway, a re-retro of an OG colorway, whether it's reimagined or whatever the case is, or a collab, we know there are tiers.
Yep.
There's collab, there's OG, and then there's GR, meaning new retro colorway, right?
Yeah.
We get more new colorways than we get OG colorways. We get more OG colorways sometimes than we get collabs. That's the breakdown of the 3 different types of sneakers that we'll get. When we're talking about the Jordan 3s, even when we talk about the Fear 3 rumored to be coming back this year, it's gonna sell. Like whether it, and combined with the fact that the culture is now shifting back to sneakers being easierly. That's not a word.
Easier
to obtain. I don't think there's any underhanded or secretive thing about, like, Jordan. The brands recognize when they can do numbers. They do good numbers with threes, so they're gonna keep dropping threes. Same thing we're seeing with fours right now. Same thing we saw with ones a couple years back. When the brands realized, the brands being Nike and Jordan, when they realized that people love ones and ones are selling out at an alarming rate, ones.
Okay,
every month. Ones.
Yeah, but this is why I think it's a secret push. Not the fact that it's coming out secretly, the sneakers coming out secretly. I think it's when I mean something like that, I mean let's push the freeze underhandedly to kind of keep pushing colorways. And if you keep selling out, listen to the strategy. If it keeps selling out, if we keep finding that the people are still liking it and people are still buying it, and we're going to keep putting them out.
That's not a secret, bro. That's
no. That's not a secret. That's the business. But then, when does it come to a point where they say, all right, cool, threes, everybody's used to threes, everybody's loving threes, everybody's buying threes. Let's amp up the hype on some of these threes. Let's switch the attention from the fours to the threes. Let's switch the attention from the SBs and ones and fours to the threes. Let's give a collaboration. Let's do this. Let's do that. We haven't seen that phase at the moment in time. That phase is coming. Bro. We saw a teaser with the Khaled threes, and then we saw a variation of the Khaled threes come out, which didn't hit really well which is the all red and all blues sneaker. I think they're quite nice, but I didn't get it myself. But then the thing is, it's only a matter of time when Jordan Brand and Nike think, you know what? Let's amp up the heat on these threes, bang, and then you get a collaboration. You get maybe a Travis free. You get a Khaled free. You get we already seen the Amamanier free. You get Union free. Bro, I'm just saying that this is why I meant by it's secretly dropping threes constantly for us to get used to the point where now we're thinking, right, cool, I like a free, let me buy a free, and then it gets to a point where now they can just amp up the heat. It's like a stove, let it simmer, then let it burn.
I think. I hear what you're saying, and I agree with certain points that you make because they're the same points that I make about this topic in particular. When something is working, let it continue to work.
Yep.
I don't think there's any underhanded or
it's not underhanded, bro.
No. But you said the word secret. So that's I keep coming back to that word secret. There's no secret.
Okay, let's rephrase it. The Jordan 3 strategy. Not
strategy
secret.
I can agree with because strategy we're applying to business. When something is selling, keep selling it until it's not selling as well anymore. And then we can slow down on that and maybe refocus on what is selling or try to find out what the consumers want. That's what it is.
Yep. I agree. I'm looking at this. I shouldn't call it a secret drop. A secret drop's it's more strategy. It's definitely like strategy to kind of like slowly give this Jordan 3 from a push from what's happening to even more collaborations. I think I can see, the thing is, when you can see something simmering, you're thinking, I sat there the other day and I had the white cement freeze in hand and I did the review, which is coming out at the time of recording today. And I was like, damn, how many frees have I bought over the last couple of years? That's a lot. Cardinals, white, it's cool grey freeze, this, that, dark iris, elephant print.
This is a no cap included situation.
Yeah.
We got the 1 year 3. The Khaled's the college PEs, you know, the Oregons and the UNC. That was the more or less the cap. You know what I'm saying? And then there's the history part. People that know sneakers, people like us, people that pay attention, and we know sneakers. We love sneakers. We know what the 3 is. We know is Tinker's first Jordan.
Yeah.
Right? So we love Tinker.
Yep.
We love Jordan.
Yep.
We love the 3. We know the Timberlake. Bro, that Timberlake 3 was so crazy a couple of years ago. Guess what? You can go on eBay right now and get a pair for $250.
Yeah.
They're not what they used to be.
They went crazy. They went crazy. They went crazy when it initially came out in the Super Bowl.
But we talking retail. 3s work. They work. Good colorways work. That's all.
Let me just take out my crystal ball and put it. I wish I had a crystal ball in my hand. Somebody edit that in. So let me just take out my crystal ball, rub it at the top, and I'm gonna tell you, bro. Right, this is a free one for Nike. This is a free one for you, Nike, because you need to hire me in Q if you want the whole full story. I'm gonna tell you, bro. Right, as I sit here today, and if I was hired by Nike, I would tell them, you want to see the hype on these threes? If you really want to see the hype on these threes, after this Air movie, drop a Tinker movie. Drop that movie for that Tinker design and Michael Jordan and that discussion and that actual whole run for his basketball career with the threes. Drop it and see what it does to the 3.
Well,
I'm just going to say that.
Marlon Wayans is he went on Full Size Run, and he's pushing, and he admitted to having a small part in the movie. He's pushing for an Air 2 movie.
Yeah.
I think, to the point that you're making, they should make multiple movies.
Bro, I said this off when they started putting the Air movie, and I think we might have had a discussion about this. Nike's whole marketing should be movie based, just like what Disney do with Marvel. That they need to do marketing with movie based. They've got the money to do it. They've seen what the Last Dance did. They're going to see what the Air. I think this Air movie is going to be a tester for them to see what it does to the brand. They're marketing with the right personnel with movies, and you make money from the movie, and it brings money to your sneakers.
I think Nike has less to do with this movie than a lot of people think. Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are movie makers. Okay.
Yep.
This is what they do. They are actors, they're producers, they're directors, they're writers. This is what they do.
Yep.
I think the story of getting Michael Jordan to Nike is what sparked the idea of making this movie. And they then went to Nike and said, we about to make this movie. I don't think they necessarily, maybe they needed clearance from Nike.
They would do. They definitely would.
They needed the stories, the real stories. They needed to talk to the real people. They didn't necessarily need Nike to do that.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I agree with what you said, 100%. But I just think if Nike wanted to make extra money, they would go into movies and promote their brand. Because how many stories have we? Jordan's whole history, whole career is a movie. Kobe's whole career is a movie. LeBron's whole career is a movie. Nike could profit massively.
Nike's not a film company,
but they don't need to be a film company. You get people like Matt Damon and Ben Affleck to kind of script a movie, come with the ideas. You just basically go on board. It happens naturally, but all I'm saying is,
but if it don't work or it's a bad product, then they left holding a bag full of shirts.
Yeah, and I do understand that, and that's a risk you take. But the let's just see what happens with the Air movie, bro. Everybody's hyped with it. It's coming out the 5th of April. Everybody wants to see it.
This movie is, if it's bad, it'll be Space Jam.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? People love Space Jam. Was not a great movie.
What, original? Yeah.
It was a movie starring Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
It was not a great. Michael Jordan ain't winning no awards for his role in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
But, is it a success?
It is, because of Michael and Bugs.
Yep,
people love Bugs. People love Mike. It's not critically. It's not a good movie.
I agree with you, but the nostalgia kicks in, and the nostalgia of the Space Jam kicks in. The Space Jam 11, bro.
What I'm saying is, if this Air movie sucks, I'm still gonna love it because it's a sneaker movie, and I'm a sneaker person.
And this is why I said sometimes it's meant for the people that it's meant for. This is why I said if they did a Tinker movie, and they could, to be honest, they could kill two birds with one stone, the Air Max and the Jordan 3. They could do the Air Max, the design for the Air Max in that movie, and then you could actually transfer it back to the Jordan 3. And it would work because you go through the philosophy, design, you bring some tension, desire, passion, all of that stuff to it. You bring some sneakers to it. You throw it all in one melting pot, and you actually produce a storyline. You get some directors and producers and to put the baseline to the story, how it's going to go. You get the stories involved, because you know what, a movie is a biography of a movie is way more interesting than a fiction. Well, sometimes in some cases, because you learn new stories, new events. You're like, oh damn, this happened, and it gets more and more interesting. And this is what this Air movie is going to do to us. So this is like I said, this is a free idea for Nike. Do a Tinker movie.
It'll go straight to Netflix.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because even if it's The Last Dance, The Last Dance is
that's a documentary though.
Yo, bro, but the Tinker movie could be a documentary, but it's so relevant.
Documentaries rarely go to the theater.
Yeah. Remember, there's a movie, there's a series, there's an architecture series on Netflix. I would be interested to see how many sneakerheads went and saw the Tinker version of that and sat down and looked at the Tinker history of where he came from and the design of the sneaker, because that was involved in it. I went and watched that. I heard about that and went and watched that.
I'd rather see a documentary than a movie.
But either way, if it's a movie, it's a documentary, whatever it is, it still would be awesome, because you get you can even start from when Tinker was growing up into when he became an architect, into when he started designing sneakers, into the Air Mag, into everything like that, bro. He's got so much storytelling to do, bro. I'm just leave it there.
That's a doc.
Because just leave it there. If you want, if I've just turned it from a movie to a documentary, because my whole movie, the whole movie idea I was coming up with was for the Air Max 1 and the Jordan 3. But you can turn it into a documentary and go through his whole lifespan if you want to, because it's still doing work. It's still very synonymous with Nike.
This movie is not about the Air Jordan shoe. This movie is about Jordan getting to Nike and what they had to go through to make that happen. Yep. So with certain concepts and viewpoints, I think is what will make the difference between a doc and a movie be successful. Like when we talk about Tinker and his journey up until where he became important for us as sneakerheads, I think that would be more of a doc versus a movie. I would like to have more factual information than entertainment spun into an entertaining movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the information for me would be more important than the entertainment aspect when it comes to certain stories being told.
Yeah. I'm interested to see. Bro, that's something. From a marketing angle is beautiful. From a knowledge angle is beautiful. From showcasing some of the history with Tinker and Nike, that's beautiful. I think it brings a lot of depth and a lot of knowledge to sneakers, especially younger sneakers that don't know, of some people that don't know about Tinker and or his influence. It brings a lot of knowledge, and this is what The Last Dance did to a lot of younger sneakers, because we knew most of that stuff, but this younger generation didn't, and it's re-emphasizing that whole knowledge base to the younger sneakers who actually kind of didn't grow up with Tinker and some of the sneakers that we see nowadays, and realize, oh, it's got a very big history. This is why older sneakers love this stuff, and then they kind of get reintroduced more sneakers to that whole environment. It makes sense. It costs money, but it makes sense. But it brings more light onto the brand, and is great. And to me personally, I think it's great marketing. Not only will it make you money from the movies that you make, but it also brings more attention to the brand. And I think it's a beautiful thing. Just like The Last Dance did, just like the Air movie will do as well. It's a marketing tactic that Nike could take up and move forwards, not by themselves, with the likes of Netflix and Hollywood, to bring back some attention to their brand. Because let's be honest, we're all Nike geeks, pretty much. We all love the history of Nike. We all love going back and learning new things. And for some like us, we'll definitely watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it either way. The bottom line is I'm gonna watch it. That was the reason why I brought up Space Jam, because Space Jam is not a good movie. Like when you compare Space Jam to like a Training Day or Beverly Hills Cop or something like that, like movies that people consider great, Space Jam don't fall in that category, but it worked for general purposes versus great cinematic purposes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's we gonna watch it because it's about what we care about.
Let's take us out of the whole discussion. We watch it because we're sneakerheads, but people that are not sneakerheads probably wonder who is Tinker Hatfield, or who is Michael Jordan, or all of that stuff. If you didn't know who Michael Jordan was, and then you end up watching it, you end up learning, you end up discovering, and all of a sudden you want to know more. And that's that. And unfortunately, that's human nature. We want to know more. We want to learn more.
But that's the difference between whether if it's a great movie, like put together well produced, well written, entertaining, and all that. That's where for the general public is going to make the bigger difference. Because if you don't care, it needs to be great for you to be interested in it.
Yeah.
If it's not great, and the first person that don't care about sneakers go to see a movie that's based on sneaker culture, just like the show Sneakerheads, people that just like watching TV shows say that show is garbage.
Yeah.
Me being a sneakerhead, I like that show because it's about sneakers. I know there's false narratives and information that's not factual in that show. I just like the fact that it was a show about sneakerheads.
But is that the Netflix show you're talking about? Yeah. But I'm gonna be honest, right? When even that show, when you look at that show and you give it some attention, you still realize that show brings non-sneakerheads into the world of sneakerheads. Even if they call it trash, even if they think, oh, what is this about? Blah this, blah that. It still gives a true reflection of what happens. In some cases it's over exaggerated, but in most cases you're like, oh yeah, I remember that. And it obviously is over dramatized. It's giving us perspective of like, oh, this is the extreme versions of every case, but it gives or the farce, but it kind of still, somebody sitting out there and looking at it is still thinking, is this what sneakerheads have to go through? See what I'm saying? Like not traveling all the way to Tokyo and all of that stuff and meeting celebrities. That is over exaggerated, but it gives
that's the entertainment aspect of it.
Yeah, that's the entertainment aspect, but it still gives people in an insight into our world. Even if they call it trash, even if they call it rubbish or garbage.
No, we called it trash because that wasn't the box that white cement fours come in.
Yeah.
So from that moment, I'm like, okay, they just making up stuff now. You know what I'm saying? so that's when I was like, okay, this is a TV show. This is less about sneakers than it is about trying to make an entertaining TV show that caters to a group of people that they count on boosting it past, the ad money that they put into it.
Yeah. I've seen a Disney movie that's about sneakers. I've seen a Netflix movie about sneakers, and this just goes to show how sneakers have transcended into the general media and the general. Yeah, I love that. I love that aspect. It's probably most likely started from The Last Dance vibe, because I think I don't think the sneakerhead movie was there before The Last Dance. It probably was in production, but like not sneakerhead series on Netflix. But I do believe there's a market for it. There's definitely a market for it, and is bringing that whole sneakerhead vibe to the general public. Like let's be honest. I know this subject is carrying a bit, but let's be honest. Every time the general media hears about sneakerheads, it's cases when there's a shooting, there's a robbery, there's a first come first serve chaos, there's drama, there's conflict, but they don't see the good side. They don't see the history side. They don't see the benefits, the magic of it. They only see the bad side. So stuff like Space Jam, stuff like Last Dance, stuff like the Air movie, stuff like the Sneakerhead series, stuff like the Disney series about sneakers and the sneaker designs. It kind of gives people an insight into another world.
It's a niche.
Exactly. The more general public it gets, the more people will understand it and understand why the certain circumstances work or certain circumstances happen. But until then, I think we live in a world where it's still going to be a niche. But I'm more for getting more information out there for people to can actually understand and learn and maybe influence.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Okay, that was quite in depth. Last and a quick last main topic subject. Right, this week I felt sorry for some sneakerheads. If you're a younger sneakerhead and you're coming through, shout out to you guys. You deserve all the love and support from all the sneakerheads, to give you guidance, to give you information, to give you support. Like I'm thinking about. The reason why I say that, I'm thinking about sneakers like maybe Mr. Miller's sons or Scott's son, or anybody that's got kids that their parents buy sneakers for. When you grow up, you all of a sudden remember the sneakers that your parents got you, and you get influenced by that. What I say all the best to you guys. You got my support in learning and developing and all of that stuff. But what I'm definitely gonna say is, I don't understand how some sneakerheads that have been in this industry for quite a while do interviews with younger sneakerheads and then put them to shame when they don't know information about sneakers. And they're like, oh, you should know this because you're a sneakerhead. Not every sneakerhead is that involved in histrionics with sneakers, or not every sneakerhead is involved in the OGs and what OGs are. Like, I'll give you an example, bro. Like, I think what I watched the other day, and no cap to anybody, or whoever should actually put this content out, but what I saw the other day was a sneakerhead asked another sneakerhead a question: "What's your favorite Jordan 4?" And this female sneakerhead turned around and said the Canyon Purple 4s, which was something released last year. his reaction was subdued, but I thought he was maybe expecting Fire Red 4s, Bread 4s, or a hype sneaker like the Travis Scott or the Calls or stuff like that. But he's interviewing very young, naive sneakerheads that don't know any better, but probably picking up sneakers over the last 2-3 years that only know a Jordan 4 for a Jordan 4, like the Military Blacks or the Crimsons or the Oreos or the Purple Canyons. See what I'm saying? They don't know. They've not been picking up sneakers like we have, which we kind of know OG colorways. So, and he interviewed a couple of other people, and it made me think. I wasn't like, that you don't know you don't know your stuff. It made me think we should be helping. Not really criticizing these sneakers because they've not been around as long as us. They don't know as much information as long as us. It's like laughing at a primary or a toddler and saying, you don't know how to count.
That's snob behavior.
I don't like that.
That's predatory to a certain extent. Predatory in the sense that you are now taking someone's lack of knowledge and trying to turn it into content, which is content to be viewed in a negative way. Like you trying to get a laugh off of somebody that may not have as much information as you, or even care as much. Some people that can be considered sneakerheads don't care about history. That don't mean that they're less of a sneakerhead. In my opinion, they're a different type of sneakerhead.
Yeah.
But that lack of knowledge is not a shameable offense to a certain extent. Now, if you run around trying to tell people like you the biggest sneakerhead in the world and you don't know what a Black Cement 3 is, or you don't know what a Playoff 12 is, then shame on you. If you're going to tout yourself a certain way, you should have the information. But for someone to knock or try to snob out or laugh at somebody that just started collecting sneakers last year and make them feel bad about, or make them look bad because they don't know as much as you do, that's not cool.
No, and the only reason why I thought about this week was I was thinking, what if somebody I knew and their kids grew up and they came into a event like this, like sneaker con or Crep City and then they got asked questions, and the person doing the interview went and said, "Oh, what's your favorite sneaker, or what's your favorite Jordan?" And they said something recent, and the guy looked at him a certain way, or guy reacted a certain way, or the guy kept it silent. Like, okay, cool, I'm a bit lost there because he should be saying OGs. I think it's bad on the person doing the interview because you're just shaming somebody up. You're definitely shaming somebody up. I have no I'm gonna be honest. I have no respect for you. I don't have no respect for you because you are trying to make content by humiliating somebody.
What if your favorite color is purple?
Yeah.
And you never seen how many people in the world got friends and family Travis Scott 4s? And your favorite color is purple. And finally they make a purple Jordan 4. So you say the Canyon Purple is my favorite Jordan 4.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? You might not like white shoes. So the White Cement 4 ain't never been a favorite of yours. Damn the history. To hell with what it means to the culture. You say favorite.
Purists like us will always pick up OGs or always kind of go with OGs. And I respect that. There's going to be purists. There's going to be people that just go for hype. There's going to be people that are just coming into the game. There's going to be people that are relatively new that don't know stuff. like if you ask a purist and said, "Oh, what's your favorite Jordan 4?" and you said Bread 4, there would be no reaction. If you said to a person that only goes for hype, "What's your favorite sneaker?" and they said the undefeated 4s, you look at them a certain way, like, "Oh shit, you only like hype." The assumption always, like the human nature is to always go through assumptions like, "Oh yeah, you don't know your stuff. Oh, you're a hype bitch. Or you're an OG guy." No, the fact that you like what you like, you adore what you adore. Some people are new. Some people like the exclusive stuff. Some people like the OG stuff. You can't do an interview and trying to shame somebody just for content. I don't agree with that.
No two sneakerheads are the same, bro.
Exactly.
I don't like the Canyon Purple 4.
And I like the Canyon Purple 4. Me and you ain't the same.
You like the Winterized 3. I don't.
And we agree to disagree with stuff like that, because basically I like what I like, you like what you like, you rock what you like, I rock what I like, but we're still bros. See what I'm saying?
It don't matter, bro. You can't. That is so predatory, bro. I view that type of stuff as predatory.
It's corny. It's very corny.
Super
and the thing is, social media has got a lot of people saying dance puppet, dance puppet, dance, and then all of a sudden you end up making content that is absolutely horrendous, and it not horrendous to a point where shaming people. Like, bro, let's cut this subject short because we're gonna take it to court. Let's just say that.
Well, in that case, when resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
The back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
order in the court.
The sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Guilty! Welcome back to Sneaker Court of Public Opinion with Judge Public Opinion and Executioner. Bro, bring out that shoe dog book of reparations.
wait. Reparations? Where's the reparations coming in at? I need some of that.
Yo, bro, I heard something funny about reparations the other day, but we'll talk about this offline. But yes, first court case of the day, first docket of the day is something we're going to call content over everything, and its cases over the last year or so have showcased that content over everything is not the best thing. What we're calling it, COE, content over everything, where people go into public arenas and video themselves, and they start calling people creeps. They start doing stuff that is not natural to them, and they want to kind of put it into a package and show it in social media to humiliate, shame, and address situations which they want the narrative to say that they are harmless, they are weak, they are being abused, they are being stalked, and all of that stuff. And you know what? Stuff like that actually is bad, because it actually takes attention off the real things that actually people go through. And you know what? This is the funniest thing. And bro, I train, right? I train in the gym, right? Yeah. I've seen so many gym memes, and this is not even sneaker related, because content over everything is vast, bro. It covers a lot of things. Content. I saw over the last month, I saw a video of this girl training in the gym, and I pretty much think you might have seen this as well, where she's training and she's recording somebody behind her that's actually training, and she's struggling. He comes over to say, "Do you want help?" And she just keeps calling he's a creep. I'm being stalked. I'm being sexualized. Blah this, blah that, blah this, blah that. I saw that and I thought, wow, you need to create this to actually kind of bring attention to you, because the guy did nothing wrong. And since then, there's a lot of more videos and memes coming out that actually guys have made that ignore women. Women are in trouble that are struggling with weights, and just say, "Oh, no, I can't help her because she might call me a creep." And bro, and even when I train now, I have that vibe. I obviously don't do stuff like that. I just go in, train, I'm focused. But I now clearly make it more of a priority not to engage with anybody else, not even males or females, not anybody else. And that, obviously, sometimes somebody asks you for help, and you go and help them. But like, I will never approach anybody in the gym because I don't want that attention. First of all, you see what I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, I just content of everything has got everybody messed up, everybody deluded. Like, it's gone to one extreme to the other, where content you bad bullying, shaming people to the point where people have actually risked their lives and actually have died from content over everything, where they've done stupid things and sacrificed their life for it. Content, bro.
People nowadays, the clout chase is so heavy to where people sacrifice things that before the age of social media and viral videos, it wouldn't go down that way. If you see somebody in trouble, help. If you don't feel the need to help, before you would keep it moving, as now you would pull out your phone and start recording, and you trying to go viral off of somebody else's bad situation. It's not cool. It'll never be cool. I don't understand it. I try to be a helpful person when it's necessary. I'm not a CPR expert, so hopefully if I see somebody pass out, there's somebody else that knows more about CPR than I do, and we can help this person. Whether it be individually or together, we can help this person survive. The way people move now, clickbait is not new. Hot takes aren't new. But when it comes to well-being situations, whether it be life or death or injury versus safety, the way people clout chase this content that they feel like will make them go viral is just nasty, bro.
Yeah, it is.
And
I've seen
this sneaker shaming situation, I think, does fall under the content over everything category.
Yeah, because like we're supposed to help people. We're supposed to help educate people. We are supposed to help have that discussion, bring that knowledge back. But rather than that, you're actually trying to shame people. You approach people in the streets, ask them questions, bro. Remember in our Shoe Dogs Reacts, we showed somebody pull out one either Travis Scott or a Travis Scott low. And they said you can have this if you can name the sneaker, and they didn't know what the sneaker was, or even lobsters as well.
The orange lobster,
orange lobsters. Even that to me, even though it's the same as kind of humiliating younger sneakerheads, it's still content chasing because you're going to the general public to say, oh, you can have this, but you don't know the value of this. But if you name this, you can. Even that is a bit. To me, that was a bit corny, if I'm honest.
I wouldn't say that type of content is predatory like we was talking about before, but content over everything is definitely an issue depending on what type of content you're trying to produce. And it's just not cool. It's not cool.
No. I just personally feel we should do better. I saw videos of just yesterday where so I think Mike Magnificent Lift sent it to me, where somebody was getting robbed across the street, and I'm talking about pickpocket, and the guy was recording, and he didn't do anything. Literally didn't do anything. He didn't warn the other person that she's getting pickpocketed. She didn't tell her that this other person's taking a wallet. Didn't stop the situation. Didn't intervene. He just recorded and posted it. What kind of stuff is that? Why, bro? What kind of horseradish is that, bro?
It's just not cool.
Like, content over everything. I'm on that note, bro. Content over everything needs to go in the bin. Do better for yourself. Do better for society. Help people out. And sometimes I know you don't want to help people out, but basically, don't record it and post it and say, oh, look, this has happened. Stop humiliating people. It's not right. You're guilty for that. Give them a charge, bro. Throw the book at them.
May none of your videos get any type of views or traction ever until you come out and admit that you a clout chasing SOB.
Cool. Last court case of the day, bro. Second on the docket. Guilty, and this time it is the SB Jordan 4 release. The first come, first serve. Who in their right mind is going to do a first come, first serve in 2023, bro, for an absolute hype sneaker? Like, let's just be honest. This is the first time Nike SB's coming out. This is the first time Jordan 4 Nike SB's coming out. I'm talking about Jordan 4, not the SB, but this is the first time the Jordan 4 SB is coming out, and you thought you was okay to do a first come, first serve. You thought it would be a good idea to do a first come, first serve for a sneaker that is probably one of the most hyped sneakers this year so far. Let's be honest. It's probably more hyped than the White Cement 3. And this is the consequence of your actions. This was
a clout chase.
This is a clout chase. He's throwing them? So you're telling him they're throwing out Jordan 4s?
No, they're throwing out guaranteed tickets.
Okay. Yeah. This reminds you of the situation for the, the Obsidian ones. When I went to, and the manager ran away. Remember we talked about that? My manager ran away and he kind of came back with raffles and tickets and all that. This is the situation, bro. This happened in 2019. Why is it happening in 2023? Why do you think it was a good idea? Skate shops, say, guys, it should be a raffle. Raffle it. Just a raffle is fine. Why do you want a massive crowd to come and destroy your shop? Because they will try to get in to get that sneaker. Why? Why, Q? Why?
I wouldn't be in that crowd. It's not that serious. Like I always say, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. I'm not finna be out there in the middle of a mob trying to get one sneaker, bro.
And to the sneakers out there that went actually for this release, I can understand why you went for it. I know you want the sneakers really well. All I say is look after yourselves, because we know in the circumstances what pops off. We know in the circumstances fights break out, guns get pulled, knives get pulled, situations happen. We know, bro. How many times have we said this? It's only a sneaker.
Leather and
it's
rubber.
Only a sneaker worth $250, 205 pounds. You're going to risk your life over just to, This is the biggest cap ever, bro. The biggest cap ever. Don't do retail shops. Don't do first come, first serve. It's not worth it. You get mobbed like this. We saw post-COVID, there's a couple of shops in the UK did first come, first serve. They got absolutely mobbed and shut down. We know situations happened. We know certain things happen. We know people's lives are put at risk and safety is put at risk. We know over the last year, 2-3 people have died from meetups. We know stuff like this happens, right? Don't just do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. You're putting you're putting your shop at risk. You're putting people at risk. You're engaging law enforcement that puts other people at risk. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Why? On that note. That was a bit wrong. Guilty for doing the first come, first serve. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Just do it like everybody else does it. Raffles or basically store pickups once raffle entries are done. Don't throw raffle tickets out the door. Don't throw raffle tickets away to people that crap. That's even worse. That's like throwing money into the street.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. And this shop should not receive any more SBs for the next 2 months, 3 months,
3 years. Life imprisonment.
Well, 3 years, no SBs for that shop.
Guilty.
And when they do finally get SBs back, do a raffle.
Yeah, just do the raffle. Do the right thing, as I say.
Yeah.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
when hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court, order.
The back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
That was episode 59 of the Shoe Dog podcast, bro. Anything else you want to add to the end of the show?
I'm tired, man. I've been doing a lot of moving around.
It's been a long week, bro. It's been a long week and another long week to come. So, do you want to break it down and call us out, bro?
Listen, man. As always, we appreciate everybody's support, man. Maybe y'all should share the podcast. If y'all watching us on YouTube, on TJ's channel or my channel, y'all listening to us on any of the audio platforms, put us on your playlist, man. Share the playlist. Share it on your social media accounts, Tell your mama, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mistress. Tell everybody. Tell the side piece. Tell the main. Tell your boss, your coworkers. Tell everybody about the Shoe Dog podcast, man. We're going to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Always.
We're here for y'all. Bringing this information, bringing this entertainment, arguing with each other when we disagree. Y'all know how it go, man. For TJ, for myself, man, hopefully all y'all have a great day, great month, great year, and continue to pick up all the sneakers that y'all like, because everybody deserves to have the sneakers that they want, no matter what your favorite sneakers are. We with you.
Yep, always with you. Always with you. Defending sneakers out there, just like Teletubbies. Uh-oh.